Today, this video is going to explain the importance of fire sprinkler system testing. A fire sprinkler system is a fire safety method that protects buildings against fire by shooting water out of the pipes through the sprinkler head activated outlets. We are going to talk about the main components that should be tested that include water flow switches, tamper valves, fire pump, backflow preventer, and the requirements of NFPA 25, the standard for fire sprinkler system testing. Water flow is one of the most important things to test because it is what signals the activation of the fire alarm to make sure people will leave. It is important to make sure that not only the alarm works, but that the flow of the water is confirmed so that it can put out the fire. You do this by checking to see if the water flow actually causes the alarm switch to operate. It is always important to witness someone test the tamper valve properly. They should be turning the control valve wheel 1.5 turns to cause the fire alarm to activate a supervisory signal. If you see someone just click the lever on the tamper switch, that is not a valid test, so don't pay for it. Fire pumps need to be tested to make sure they work to their full pumping capacity. In fact, they need to work at 150% of their rated capacity. It is important to see if the water pressure generated from the fire pump is adequate to meet the NFPA 25 testing requirements. That is why it is important that these tests are fully documented to indicate the water pressure generated by the fire pump. If you see no documentation or chart, it is like the tests never happened. Therefore, you should not pay. The purpose of the backflow preventer is to make sure that when the city water goes through the pipes, that both the clean drinking water and dirty sprinkler water do not mix together. You need to have specific test equipment for this to be tested. There will be gauges with hoses, and once the hoses are plugged in, the test will measure the flow of the water in valves. Believe it or not, you need to have a certificate approved by the proper authority in your municipality to be able to conduct this type of test. It is important that when you have someone test your fire sprinkler system, they have gone through the proper training such as apprenticeships or trade school programs. Properly trained people will always flow water when performing tests to ensure they comply with NFPA 25.
What we have here is a paddle style flow switch. This is called a paddle style flow switch because there is a paddle positioned across our riser like so that when water is sent from our supply up through our system, it moves the paddle like so and sends this little lever at the back down and sends an alarm condition to our panel. What I just did there was an illegal method of testing our device. This is illegal because NFPA 25 explicitly defines the proper testing procedures of a sprinkler system. This includes flowing water to ensure that our paddle does move freely in the event of an emergency.
In summary, we hope this video helps you recognize some of the proper testing techniques for your fire sprinkler system in accordance with NFPA 25.